You know, we were the children of nobody's children. Growing up, myself and my older brother, we used to have to listen to music to escape the craziness in our surroundings. He was always told to fight against his own cousins. And whoever lost got beaten up by my Uncle Herman. And it was a struggle even to watch this type of defeat happen. Always teaching these boys to hate each other. Always fighting against each other. My Aunt Cynthia used to cut pieces of hair out of my head. And she'd take the pieces of hair and go do dark magic with it. I'm just being totally honest. I remember when I did go back, I did go to live with my mother. She used to have a fit when I came in and she saw a piece of hair missing. So did you just let somebody cut your hair? How could I talk to a person when I'm asleep? And I couldn't fight then. I was never able to fight. This is an aunt. This is a parent figure. You try to fight if you want to, okay? With all the atrocities, with everything that we had to go through, we still persevered because you had to know that there was a God. Now, a father figure is saying that, or was saying that I was crazy. And he actually convinced people that I was. People will say all sorts of things when they know that they are doing their own corruption behind their backs. I have not ever in this lifetime taken drugs. You can go ahead and you can look that up. You can even test the hair follicle. I don't do drugs. Not ever will I do it. Now, I won't say that drugs were not probably a part of my life. My Aunt Cynthia was strung out on drugs as a child. She used to make me pray for her while she shot up her drugs in her veins. And this is definitely the honest truth. We grew up in a very crazy environment. That's why that video beforehand that I made mention of these things. Well, I didn't make mention of these. I just said it was a crazy house when we got home from church sometimes. There was a lot going on in that house, especially if my grandfather wasn't there. If he wasn't there, it was a real problem because that's how they behave. Now, these people are not admitting that there's a real problem with the story that they've been telling me for years. The reason why they never wanted me to separate was because they were doing stuff in the dark arts that make me not remember all the things that were happening in my childhood. But I remember very clearly now all the things that were happening. I got sick on a lot of occasions because they would put things in my food. Just like the little boy I told you of. A lot of things were happening while we were growing up, you know. And people don't want to admit things now. And they didn't want me to have this channel because they knew that eventually the truth would come out. See, everyone knew that my father figure was not my father. I was the last to know that that was not my father, you know. It's important that we realize that the truth is going to set us all free. People will do all sorts of things to you when they feel like you are powerless. But I'm not powerless anymore. I'm no longer a child. And although people have sought out to unearth me, was family members knowing full well, because everyone got insurance on me. When everybody runs to get life insurance on a person, you better definitely be opening your eyes and realizing what's really going on. All these people getting life insurance on me, trying to act as though I married someone who I don't even speak to, carrying on going to court provisions and actually signing my name, my social security card missing. All of a sudden, people are turned around and acted as though they do not know what's going on. But the truth will prevail. I have said this on prior videos because it's really important that we realize that if anything happens, There is a package and it's hidden in clear sight with all the truth in it. So if anybody wants to play any games, it is definitely going to be revealed. My grandfather left me an inheritance, which I never got to see. He came to visit me when he came to New Jersey years ago, before he passed away. And he said, I'm sorry for what I did to you. This is his way of I guess, making sure he cleared his way to go into heaven for what he did. But my grandmother went to make grits one morning. Everybody wants to act as though they don't know why it is that he would have left me the money and not them. Everybody wants to kick it underneath the carpet. But the truth will set us all free. And the truth is that I was left an inheritance that I never got to even so much as see. Those family members wanted to touch it. They wanted to act like I was, playing in my face and acting as though I should know nothing. Now they're all afraid because now they're like, well, we haven't been able to get to her. We haven't been able to work more of that dark magic and get through to her. It's real. I went to New Orleans those years ago and I thought that it was only, in other people's families, not realizing that it was in my family. And see, people want to act like this family is perfect. And when we go through and we actually see all that has been hidden, we find that whose family is it really? Where did I actually come from? That should be the question. And you already know the answer. Shirley and Joe know the true answers. And those answers are coming and they're going to be revealed very, very soon. Because people have been playing in plain sight, acting as though, this family is so strong and that I was born through it. You need to be real honest in what's been really going on. Because the truth shall set us all free. You cannot lie and say that someone is your child when you have never defended them and you've allowed so many things to happen to them. And you're never around for so many different reasons or nothing. The truth shall set us free.